Hey, what's up, everybody? Thomas Brandon here, and yeah, it's been a while, right? It's been a few months since my last YouTube video. Now I have been doing live streams, but even those have been, pretty few and far between. Now, things have been crazy since the start of this year. I started a second business, an auto glass business, with my brother. It was one of those things that kind of came together, you know. Spur of the moment. We had this incredible opportunity. We had to act fast, and we did, and it's been crazy busy ever since. I've been working 16 18-hour days, 6 7 days a week since the start of the year. My first day off that I had this year was Easter Sunday, and this last weekend was the first weekend I've had off this entire year so far. So it's been crazy busy. But although I haven't been putting out a bunch of YouTube videos, I have still been on the sim, active racing, still testing a ton, and building all the insider sets and doing all that stuff. And I wanted to actually do this video because we did a live stream a couple nights ago. I'll probably be live streaming again tonight at the time of recording this. And after we ran this league race, I did a league in the Cup Series, my league debut. We ran at Darlington. Race went really well. But after that, I went over and did a Cup race at Texas. And the reason why this was such a fun race was because, like I said, I've been doing a lot of testing on the Cup cars since these cars were updated with the new tire parameters. It's been like 2 months ago now. But since then, these cars have really become even more aero sensitive. And even more sensitive to little adjustments. Just a click or two can have a huge effect on these cars now. It really can, especially when you look at it over the course of like 15, 20 laps. In the short run, 8 to 10 laps, you're not going to notice that much of a difference. But when you start getting into the long run and maintaining speed and stuff like that, these things are very, very different now. In fact, I'm going to be doing a video here I'm hoping tomorrow. I'm hoping it's going to be a Fast Friday video tomorrow, on the main things that you need to know about the next gen cars now, because they're different. The differences, although they are subtle, they're very big. They're very important. So keep an eye out for that. But in this race, I ran this experimental setup of a couple of things that I've been testing and that I think I've finally hit on, and this race is the culmination of that. And so I wanted to share the race with you because it turns out to be a really good race, a really fun race, and it's kind of a look into the things that I've figured out with these cars because I talk about it during, which was the live stream. So hope you enjoyed the race, and I'll see you back here at the end of it. This video is brought to you by Produxa. Look, when it comes to not only making your car look great, but protecting it at the same time, you gotta check out Produxa. I've personally used this stuff, you guys, and it works really good. Not only that, it's super simple. Like my 10-year-old son helped me use this on my daughter's car, and the before and after was really incredible. So whether it's their ceramic protector, their scratch and swirl remover, or just their wash, it really works. So if you want to not only give your car a mirror-like shine, but protect it in the process, head over to Produxa.com or check out the link down in the description below to see their full line of products. I can promise you, you won't regret it. Okay. Let's do this. Turn that off. Alright. I think we're going to need to hit probably, I would say, a 3. A 4 to start in the top 10. A 3 would put us in the top 5, I think. way off. Oh, dang it, I caught the apron. That broke me loose. Dang it. Crap. I did a 29.8 and I hit the wall and slid past it, past the line. Dang it, man. That would have been at least a 5, probably a 4. Damn. I can't believe I caught that apron there. Darn it. That's okay. Telemetry on. All right. All right, here we go. So this first lap and a half, the car's going to be really tight on these cold tires. Not to mention dirty air is also going to play a role. So I'm going to just try to stay clear of people and keep my nose clean. Whoa! Man, that guy took a really high line through 1 and 2. There we go. Roll 2 for 1. Man, my car pushed really hard there behind that guy. See, that's the dirty air stuff that I've been talking about, man. It's so crazy. Once I can figure out how to make these things handle good in dirty air and also in clean air, that's what I've been trying to figure that out. There's got to be a way to get it to work good in both without sacrificing one or the other. think I put 50 pounds of diff preload in this too, which is going to really make this thing turn on throttle. I think I want to try moving up a half a car width in 3, going into 3. Try to move up a little bit on the entry, see if I can come down a little bit more on the exit. There we go, like that. I felt a little bit better. Try backing up the entry there, using some brake and seeing if we can throttle through, maybe get a run on these guys. Ooh, somebody up there is tight, then getting loose. Oh. Whoa. Whoops. I was trying to get as much of the track as I can to get it to run, and I went a little too far. That's right. I don't think we hurt the car, so we should be good. These things are a lot more rugged than that Gen 6 car was. See, a little bit of brake on the entry helps me get the car slowed up, and I can get it just a little bit more rotated, which allows me to use more throttle through the turn. I get a much better drive off the corner. And since this setup has got all that diff preload, off throttle it's going to be tighter, so using the brake actually helps get it rotated. Then picking up the throttle helps finish off the rotation. Oh, whoa! Careful, buddy. What happens if you got a car, man, that you can't push to the max like that. You know, it falls off, your tires go away. That's what happens, man. The thing starts, it's like it's on ice. This guy up here has obviously got himself a good car. I mean, you don't turn a 24 or 29-1 in qualifying and not have a good car. This guy definitely opened up a big lead on us, man. I think he might be a little bit better in 1 and 2 than me, and then I think I might be a little bit better in 3 and 4 than him. Three and 4 is the corner that I really focused on when I was building the setup. I mean, obviously I tried to make 1 and 2 as good as possible, but 3 and 4 is where I based most of my telemetry and stuff like that, because 1 and 2 is really, it's really going to be based on how you drive it. Your driving style is really going to determine how you do in 1 and 2. 3 and 4, you're almost wide open through the corner. Does the back of his car say Spank and Bank? Is that what that says? Thank you. Got about 25 laps to go. All right, so far so good. So I'm still running mid to upper 30s. 30.7 was the last lap, which is pretty good. That's a little more than a second of fall off. My fastest lap time was a 29, I think a 29.5. Right where I want to be. I guess anybody, when you're leading the race, you're right where you want to be, huh? Guess we all want to be up here. Yeah, I definitely gotta. As soon as this race is over, I'll get this setup and the other setup posted, the 2 updated setups. Because this one's definitely better than the original one. The original one was a little bit faster on the short run, but it fell off. At this point, when you got to about, 35 laps into the run, the car would start getting pretty loose off the corner. This one's not. This one I can still basically go almost wide open through 3 and 4. And it still feels really good coming off of turn 2. Whoops. Even where it flattens out there. Thank you. This thing feels incredible. So this one's got a little bit of a different rake angle in it. It's got the nose weight is changed by like 1 or 2 clicks. The thing you have to understand about these cars, man, 1 or 2 clicks is a big deal. It's a big adjustment. That's why over the last couple of weeks, there's been so many versions of the setups that I've been putting out, because I'm trying to gather as much data as I can. Because if I've got a dynamic rake angle of, let's say I've got a dynamic rake angle of -3/10, right? And I go to a -2.5/10, right? So you're talking about 0.5 of a degree. That's right. In the scheme of things, you think about it, you're like, man, that's nothing. But over the course of 30 or 40 laps, that could be huge. It could be huge. The car can feel completely different. Not just in clean air, but in dirty air also. So this one, it's got a different dynamic rake angle. I don't think the loads are different on it. I know the nose weight's different on it. So yeah, the nose weight's a little bit different, so that means the loads have got to be a little bit different, but not much. The dynamic load's not that much different. And then it's also got, this one's got diff preload in it. I put some diff preload in it. I actually put a lot of diff preload in it. So yeah, just a couple little tweaks, man. It doesn't take much with these cars. And before this last update to these things, I had a pretty good handle on what the cars wanted in terms of the rake angle and the mechanical loads and stuff like that. And every time they change those tire parameters or change the drafting parameters or something like that, it just makes it just a little bit, you know, a little bit different. And these things are so aero sensitive. You know, like I said, just the slightest adjustment on them can be the difference between a car that's okay and a car that's really good. So these things now, man, I mean, you almost have to use telemetry to really get the most out of them. But yeah, that's the difference. We've got a 5-second lead over second place. The good thing is I've been basically pushing it hard. It's not like I've been trying to save my tires. I've been pushing it hard. And it's still running good. So that's the best thing about it. Starting to get a little tight now. We'll pit this next time by. Hitting in this lap, getting in this lap. Don't want someone to get a hell of a run on me and slam into the back of me. We're not going to adjust a single thing. We're going to leave this just as it is. Car felt great. Let's see what our tire wear was. Yeah, 64. It was starting to get a little tight there in the beginning, or not in the beginning, at the end of the run. But like I said, was pushing it hard the entire run. I was not trying to save tires or do anything like that. I was pushing it as pretty much as hard as I could. We'll have to see where all of this shakes out here once we're done. There might... Oh. Freaking caution. Are you kidding me? When I do the first gear restarts here, it, you have to shift so fast that there's a risk of missing a shift. All right, so we got 35 laps to go, and we're going to push this bad boy as hard as we can for those 35 laps. Not trying to make a living, but if I can get a little more walking around, money, it'd be nice when we go just to have fun and leave a mark. There you go, man. That's all I wanted to do too, Kyle. It was never about making money. Even now, even though this pays my bills, and obviously I have the auto glass business now, so I have two things, but even when this was my sole source of income, it's never been about the money. For me, my whole purpose, my whole goal is always to do what I love, have fun, make content that helps people, right? Have a community that people have fun in and want to be a part of, and that helps them. And we do those things, the money will take care of itself. I'm not worried about the money. Because the money will come, man. So if you do that stuff, man, like we were talking about, you just want to, have fun, leave a mark, that type of thing. You do that, you'll be fine. Just keep doing what you're doing and it'll come, man. Everything will take care of itself. Running mid 29, that's right where I want to be. There we go. Now this thing's starting to come alive. This is actually when it feels its best, is after about 10 laps. Like lap 10 through 30 is when the car feels its best. See, I wish I could have taken the stuff that I learned this week for this Texas setup. I wish I could have used that on that Darlington setup that we ran with in that league race. Although my car was pretty good there. You know, 6th place, I'll take it. Had that caution not come out, I think we could have put it on the podium. Whoops. Thank God these cars are so much tougher. That little scrape right there, if I was in the Xfinity or the Gen 6 or even the truck, that would have, my race would be ruined. Rutkowski, he was the one that led the first 30-something laps, and he was really fast on the short run. It took me about 30 laps to run him down. Hopefully I've got a big enough gap that he can't catch up with me. Come on, baby. Let's get this thing over with. God dang it. I'm getting a little too high trying to arc this thing into the corner. I keep slapping it off that wall there. That cost me a couple of tenths too. Man, my back is so tight. Killing me. I'm wondering if I've done a little bit of nose damage to the car. It feels like it's getting a little bit tighter than it did last time. Oh my god, I know why it's getting tighter. I don't think I got a full tank when I got fuel. It didn't fill me up all the way. I gotta turn off that auto fuel thing, man. That thing screws me up so much. When you have less fuel, the ride heights are different. This thing is, the setup is built to go from a full tank to without. No wonder it feels like that. Factor that in, and then me bouncing it off the wall a bunch of times. That's what's slowing me down so much right now. More rear brake. I'll have to make sure to put that in the notes. You know, that's the same thing that happened at Kansas, that race, when we got tires late in the race for like that 10 lap run or 15 lap run, whatever it was. I didn't get a full tank. It did that auto fuel crap, gave me enough for the race plus 1 lap. And the car felt like crap after like 10 laps. I would much rather have the fuel and a little bit slower stop than, you know, a quicker stop, because my car is going to be slower over the entire run by a lot. But we were able to hold on. Woohoo! Got the win. Nice. Good race, you guys. Only 1 caution. That was awesome. It's been one of the funnest Class A races I've done in a while. All right, you guys, so like I said, pretty fun race. I mean, you know, that was one of the best races I've ever had in terms of just, you know, being able to get out into the lead. You know, we had, what, like a 5, almost 6-second lead before that caution came out. But it was also a really fun race, long green flag runs. We only had 1 caution, and luckily the caution didn't bite us in the backside. We were able to get the win there. But like I said, you know, subtle changes, subtle differences. These cars now, with the auto fuel feature, if you come in and you've got more than 15 laps to go, if you don't fill up the tank and you've built that setup like mine has been built to where it starts off at a certain, rake angle, and then as it loses fuel, that rake angle changes with the car, right? The dynamics of the car change with the shift in the fuel or in the weight because of the fuel. It can have a huge effect on the car. Huge effect. That car got so tight towards the end of that run. And if you looked at how my car was over the course of a 50 lap run, right, it was way better. So just that difference in with fuel, right? Something is little is insignificant as fuel, right? Because most people don't even think about that much when they come in for a piss off. They're like, I'm just getting fuel, whatever, right? They don't think about it unless they're like really in a hurry and I want to get, the minimum that I need to save time. But for the most part, for me, I would rather get the fuel that I need, right? In terms of my setup, even if it takes a little longer, because my car is going to work way, way better. So that was really, really eye-opening. That was the second or third time that's happened to me because of the auto fuel. It's funny because in the race before, the league race that I did, I remembered the auto fuel, turned it off and filled up my tank and ended up having a really good finish. This one, we still got the win. I was still able to do it, but if we had to go another 10, 15 laps, I'd have been screwed. My car would have fallen off too much because it was just getting way too tight. So anyways, really interesting. Overall, fun race. We got the win. So obviously anytime we can get the win, that's great. But, just wanted to share that with you guys. Cause like I said, kind of some insights into stuff that I've been figuring out with this car. And like I said, I'm going to be putting out a video on the most important things that you need to know about these cars now, because they are really important, especially if you were somebody who builds your own setups or even just adjusts your setups. If you get setups from someone else, right? Maybe whether it's a team member or another setup person, a setup shop or whatever it is, right? Free setups, iRacing setups, any of them. If you make adjustments to that car, you got to know what you're doing. You got to know what those adjustments are going to do and how they're going to affect the car, because dude, a couple of clicks on the rear end can have huge effects. Huge effects. Shifting the nose weight 0.1% can be the difference of a car that gets loose and spins out after 20 laps and a car that is a long run setup for 40 laps. 0.1% going from 49.5 to 49.6, that can be the difference from a short run car to a long run car. That's insane, right? That's insane. And that's how it is in real life too, which is, kind of crazy when you think about that iRacing has been able to get these cars that close. It's pretty insane. So, yeah, keep an eye out for that, but it's because we're going to be doing that here very, very soon. Like I said, hopefully Fast Friday tomorrow. But you guys, that's going to do it. Thank you very much for joining me. Like I said, crazy start to the year, but we got a lot of stuff coming. Obviously, we got the big dirt build coming up here in just a couple of weeks, so definitely keep an eye. I am so looking forward to that. I cannot wait for that. I'm so looking forward to get back into I'm still doing dirt racing, but I mean to really get back into dirt racing. And I know a lot of other people are too. So we're going to have a ton of stuff on that. I'll be reviewing all the cars, all the stuff that I think about. I'm already gathering data to compare to the new stuff. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that, man. So definitely, if you are not subscribed and you like, dirt racing, keep an eye out for that, because we got that coming. Also, we got a bunch of stuff coming on the asphalt side. We just started our asphalt league, the National Auto Racing Club Asphalt League. We've got the Accelerator Series going on right now, which is our late model stock kind of starter league that we're running this summer. If you're interested in that, you can head over to the School of Sim Racing Discord, or everything down in the description below, links down in the description below, or head over to schoolofsimracing.net, click on the button that says join community, and that'll get you links to everything. So, but you guys, that's going to do it. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you guys who've stuck around all this time. Like I said, I know it's been crazy. I haven't been around. I got a bunch of stuff coming. Got my first direct drive wheel sitting behind me. You can't see it right now, but I got a review. The company sent it to me to review, so I'll be doing a review of that here very, very soon. I'm super excited about that too, because this is the first legit product that I'll be reviewing, so I'm really excited to do that. So bunch of stuff coming. Asphalt oval, dirt racing, even some road stuff hopefully here soon. And I've been working on that too as well, kind of in the background secretly. Not too many people know about that, but I guess it's out now. But anyways, that'll do it. Thank you guys very much as always. Until next time, I want to wish you good luck, good racing. Take care.